bandana on?
Yeah, I've been missing it. We've played some pickup ball, and usually Dale has some sort of bandana on, and it's been missing, and I've been missing it.
Well, we've been playing indoors,
So?
and normally that's an outside toy because of the sun, and I'm trying not to get the skin see.
Yeah.
I don't want that skin.
He has an American flag bandana, and I have American flag pants. I think it will go well together.
Yeah, I mean, let's do that. I think we'd be the best dressed people at the court. Everybody else just wears the same, black this, everything. You show up with your baby blue. I show up with old glory on my head.
I don't know what it is about the baby blue. I'm not even a Tar Heel fan, but it matches the shoes. Those shorts are comfy.
Yeah, it's all baby blue. There was one time, I think your old shoes were even baby blue. And it was just like, now he's just ribbing us. Now he's pretending to be a Power Ranger or something.
Well, my Air Forces are blue and gray. Baby blue and light gray. So I happened to have those shorts already. And then, I happened to have a shirt that color. I figured, why not match? Is it a crime to match?
Feels nice.
It did feel
Feels
nice.
nice.
I felt like a baller.
And you wear what's comfortable to you. Sometimes it's a bandana. Sometimes it's a nice Chicago Bears shirt.
Yeah, that you got as a gift.
It's laundry day, huh?
Yeah, sort of. It's casual week at school. So I can just wear whatever I find in the trash.
What the fuck? Casual week?
Yeah, it's called spring break for everyone else but me. So no one's there, so I can wear what I want.
I was about to go nuts. I mean, occasionally it was just like, you can wear, well, not jeans, but they're kind of like jeans. But if they're jeans and they have a hole in them, you're going the fuck home. But I was about to lose my mind if they had casual week. Is there a dress code where you go?
Yes.
It's a public school, right?
Yes, there is a dress code. Okay. I can wear jeans every day. I just have to wear nice jeans that don't have holes in them and look like garbage.
But that's fine. Who wants to do that?
And I like these. I got all these stretchy jeans that are like, they look like jeans, but they're not quite jeans. They're comfortable.
We'll just watch you rub your thigh.
Yeah, just rub them. I'm wearing them now. They're not jeggings. They're actual, they have pockets and rivets and things.
Oh, it feels so good.
Feels so
good.
Yeah,
we were shooting around. I haven't brought out the bandana yet. Right there in the show notes, it says more basketball stories.
You haven't needed the bandana.
I haven't needed it. But I will. Well, last time, because it was just us two, and boy, I was sweating a lot more. When you have to rebound every single time, there's no third guy to fucking help carry the load. I was sweating up a storm. So yeah, it's gonna be bandana time. So yeah, like I said, it was just us two this week, practicing, shooting around at our favorite basketball location,
Private gym,
Stonethorn Asylum. What the fuck is it called? Sandy Ridge?
Stonethorn Asylum? I love that. It should be that. No, Sandridge Fitness Center.
Yes. Sandridge Fitness Center. Dave's having fun in chat.
Cal City. Straight repping Cal City.
So we go and we're hoping it's going to be open gym this time and not just, what's a gym? And then give us the Lego lot. We go in and luckily there's somebody working behind the counter. So right away, things are looking better. It's a teenage kid on the phone because, of course, what else is he going to do? Homework? No, I don't think so.
Answers? Never. Is there open gym tonight? Well, you're here. Let me go check. Because I called and they said there is. I'll be right back.
Now, he was great, this kid, because he was working there this Friday night. And we would ask these questions. Is there open gym tonight? We talked to somebody Wednesday, and he would say, well, I don't work here Wednesdays.
We understand. Here now. We understand when you don't work here.
You're here now.
You're standing right here. Can we go in the gym now and play? I think so. That's why I'm here. I'm here till 9.
I'm here till 9 for some reason. It wasn't even that. Like, we pretty much strong-armed this child because I threw the names around real quick. I was like, I talked to Coach Green, and Coach Green said it's all good.
Come here.
And I'm sure he's at the gym through the window.
You know Coach Green? I know Coach Green, okay? I talked to him on the phone, all right? You don't let me in there right now, there's going to be a problem, all right?
So I mean, and he fell for it, and by fell for it I mean did his job, and he went
That
and
he's
asked,
there to do.
He went and asked
Every time, Dale. He went and asked are they supposed to be done at 7? Hold on. He had to leave every time we had a question.
Yeah. And they have phones. Like, just like, hey, Sherry, open gym? Okay, cool. Great. So we kind of got over on it a little bit, but boy, oh boy, did he get over on us. Oh, man. Scam of the century. He comes back in through one of his 3 little trips, comes back and says, yeah, it's open gym, but it's $3.
We thought,
now,
I know you thought it. I could tell you thought it, and I thought it. Like, he doesn't know about the $3 part. We're just going to walk in there and play for free. He comes back.
I was hoping.
Hey, guys, you know it's $3, though.
$3. And I was prepared. Like, and by the way, this ends up just being me and Jim. The fuck out of here. Just let us in. You're not really running a business here. If there's 20 people, yeah, get the money for the janitor.
I'd pay $3 if you bothered to wipe the dust off the court.
Wipe the dust off the court. I just got these new Nike Air Precisions. Love these shoes. I'm trying to practice my jab step, step back, pull back. Hoo, hoo. A lot of jerking and jiving. This floor was more slippery than the Lego lot.
Yeah,
from last week.
It was covered in dust.
And like we end up playing 1v1 a little bit, and we're sliding around. We're doing matrix moves, trying to block. We're gonna kill ourselves. But before that, hey fellas, it's $3.
$3.
Now, I know how these places work. You got to make it simple for them. So I say, boom, 3 singles, 1, 2, 3. Here you go. Making it easy so I can walk through that door and play basketball. And I hand him 3 $1 bills.
What did I do?
Prepared. Jim was not prepared.
I fucked his world up. I handed him a 5.
A $5 bill.
He literally is holding in one hand a $5 bill and 3 singles in the other hand. Holding them both, kind of looks at them, and then looks at Dale. I honestly thought he was sort of kidding. He looks at both things, and he says, I don't have change. I'll be right back. Dale says, why don't you just give him that? And then as he's walking away, all I could say was, but you, and then he walks away.
Just give him 2 of the singles.
You've got it it's in the other hand. And he looks at both. He looks at both. I gotta go get change.
I don't have change.
You looked at the change in your hand.
And then Jim and I had the best conversation we've ever had, and we didn't say a single word. Where we just leaned on the counter as he walks out, and we just look at each other like,
I guess
we tried to. Okay.
America. Oh boy. He has a walk away. I hope that lady that he got changed from gave him shit about that. I really do.
He might not have showed her the 3 singles. He might have just slapped on the 5. And said,
you think you figured it out on the way there? Maybe?
No. Absolutely not.
I got shit when I told that story. Well, why didn't you just take the money from Dale and hand it to him? Like, wait a minute. We just both paid him at the same time. He can't just do it.
Who's saying to touch my money? I'm touching my money.
My wife said, you figure it all out ahead of time and hand him the $6.
Oh, of course, she's like that. She's a teacher. Oh, he's doing his best. Why didn't you help him out? He had a long day.
You don't know what his home situation is? I don't know. I'm just here for the open gyms. And then we tried to ask him, so last week there wasn't an open gym. Why was that? And he says, I don't know. But then later in the night, he goes, yeah, I was on vacation.
Oh, I was on vacation.
Yeah, this was after we're done.
Explains it.
After we were done playing, we come back and look at the calendar. We'll get back to the playing if you want, but I wanted to fit more of this, attendant into the story. he says we have a calendar. I said, oh, I heard you have open gym on Sunday. No, never on Sunday. I said, but they said Sunday at 9:30 for sure. And he said, nope, here's the calendar. And I looked and I said, that's Sunday. It says 9:30. He says, oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess there's open gym on Sunday at 9:30. What the hell? He seemed like a character out of Supernatural, where they like, oh yeah, he's like a human, but if you suck all the reasoning out of him and all the normal human thought, that's what he really is. Oh, I don't know why I'm here.
Edgar suit.
I don't know why I'm standing here. Oh, for the open gym. Well, why wasn't there open gym last week? I don't know. And then after we're done playing, we go look at the calendar, and he goes, oh yeah, I was on vacation that Friday. That's why there was an open gym. You forgot that, and then 2 hours later, just popped back into your head that last week you were on vacation?
He had a long day.
It was
Don't know his home life.
I called on Sunday morning to make sure. They didn't have it.
Really?
You want to know why? I bet he has to be there to run it.
Well, he doesn't run anything.
No, but I mean, I bet he's got to be there for the open gyms, and he's like, oh no, I'm not coming in on a Sunday.
Yeah, I gotta go to church. Yeah, that kid. God bless him. Right now, Fred's going crazy in chat. You need to say hi to Fred, or he's just gonna keep going fucking nuts. Here.
Fred, in the chat. I don't know how to put it. Fred knows one of our teachers from grade school very closely, very personally.
Well, I don't like that language.
No, and you don't remember our 5th grade teacher is the part that blows my mind. It wasn't that long ago.
I can't remember. I don't remember.
I only remember important things. You had him for 180 days of your life when you were 11 years old. You didn't even remember that he existed. And I'm like, he kind of stood like this. He loved Selena, spoke Spanish. You're like, nope, nothing. I absolutely nothing.
Interesting characteristics, but I don't remember.
I'm going to write this down. Sounds like a great character.
Selena. Nice. Yeah, I almost whipped out the yearbook because you guys just wouldn't shut up making all your jokes. And I'm like, well, I like jokes. Who the fuck is this guy? But, yeah. So,
did you not go there? Did you skip 5th grade or something?
No, I was there. I just don't remember. And I said to you guys, I was like, I hope I'm not repressing something.
I think you might be.
I can't recall this.
I think you might be repressing something.
This human being.
Not that guy. Different male teacher. The only other male teacher we ever had there.
Yeah. See, I remember the good one.
Oh, man. God.
Okay. Show notes here.
For what?
Fred's here, Dave's here, everyone's having a good time. Far Cry 5 comes out tomorrow. It's a video game.
You're excited?
Very excited.
You're a fan of the franchise, correct?
Love 3. Love 4. Didn't play the previous ones. They kind of don't count.
Why is that?
They were almost a different engine, it's like comparing PS2 to PS3. It's like once, it's a generational technology type of thing. But 3, 4, very good. They had some offshoot ones, Primal and Blood Dragon, still very, very good. Same engine, same concept, same gameplay. And here comes 5, and it looks good. They're advertising the shit out of it, co-op and this and that and cults and all this good stuff. And I did something. Some would say silly. Comes out tomorrow. I bought it today.
What?
I pre-ordered it
for the computer,
for the PC. Which, by the way, it says you need an i7 processor. I do not have an i7 processor, but if my computer struggles to run it, I've got 2 hours to figure it out and say refund. Doesn't really work on my computer. Money back, please.
That is the brilliant part of you bought it on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are really pretty lenient with that. Even if you're like, this game is complete dog shit and I want my money back, they'll usually give you your money back.
Yeah, I've never had any issues. I think mostly because they say, do you want it back on your card? or your PayPal, or do you just want credit, Steam? You put in your Steam wallet, and I usually say just throw it in that Steam wallet. I'm gonna buy something eventually, and so they don't have any problem.
We know you are. We ask. It's just a formality, but
they're like, we'll speed you right through. Refund approved. Far Cry 5, it's got this multiplayer aspect, co-op, do the missions together. I'm just excited about it.
It takes place in Nebraska or something, South Dakota.
Yeah, and I played 3 and 4 on PlayStation 3. So first-person controller. But now, I'm a PC boy.
You've switched over.
This will be my first Far Cry.
You've upgraded. You've leveled up in
PC.
real life.
Yeah. So I'm going to be whipping around, looking at the tigers and shit, and with the bobcats, and they're not going to stand up.
360 no scopes.
Boom. Got 'em. So I'm very excited.
I have seen the trailers. It looks cool. I've never played any Far Cry games though.
I believe you've seen the trailer, because their marketing for this game is very intense. It's almost overwhelming, a little too much, which is kind of unfortunate. But what are your thoughts on pre-ordering something, the games? Because there's a lot of don't pre-order stuff.
I don't like it in general as an idea, as a concept, because it's sort of like I'm fronting you money. It's sort of like a loan. Like, can you just give me like $60 until Friday, and then I'll get you the game? Like, well, why don't you just wait till the game comes out? It used to make sense. I used to pre-order games that were going to be probably sold out quickly. Or games where where I would do like a release, like I'd get them at midnight to play them right away, so I'd pre-order them and just go pick the game up. Like I did that with Halo 2 and Halo 3. But now it seems like everything has you can pre-order everything now, even if it's not a big release. I'm not saying Far Cry isn't, but everything you can pre-order, and they give you like some sort of, you get a tote bag or
get a gun,
something.
A gun.
But then you run into these like dog shit games that everyone pre-ordered, and it's like you just gave them a bunch of money so they could get their numbers up before the game actually comes out. It just feels weird. It feels like your cousin that's just not good with money. Like, hey, I know, I promise that game's coming out. Can you give me like $30? In a couple weeks, I'll give you the game. You give me the rest then, and I'll give you the game, but can I get like 20 right now?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's track record. Like you said, the dog shit game. Like if it was, Assassin's Creed 18, I would say pump your brakes. Those games haven't been good in a very long time. You definitely want to wait that one out, and don't pre-order. Ooh, you get 3 months of season pass for free if you pre-order. You're not going to be playing it in 3 months. It doesn't matter because the game's going to be bad. But with Far Cry, I like 3, very good. 4, very good. There's no reason. I'm going to buy the game. I'm going to buy the game. Why not buy it literally, in this case, a day earlier? Get the free gun. I don't even know what it is. I'm really just saving myself time so I can do the install in the morning.
Yes. Now we live in a society where we can just click something on Steam and then it's magically, we can play it when it's done. So the concept of the pre-order for me growing up was always, you better pre-order it because who knows when you're going to be able to grab it again. Don't you remember like Christmas time, the N64 days? You're like, hey, you got that new Rainbow Six? And you just have to call all the Walmarts and they're like, nope, we're out of it, buddy. It's not here. You're like, God damn, I wish there was a way I could have just bought it ahead of time before it came out. Now I can just click on a picture and it just downloads onto my computer and I can play it whenever I want. I don't need to pre-order it. I like to wait and see, hey, people have played this. Is it good, bad, whatever? It sucks. I'm not buying it. This way they get even if it sucks, they get your money. It's like, what are you worried about?
It's true. That's what I'm telling you. It's a very magical 90 minutes when you're playing it and you're seeing if it runs well or if it's too different and you're like, I don't know if I like this or hell, this is just bad. Refund. I love it, and I'm excited to play it. And next week I'll probably talk about how that worked out for me.
So let us know, or you'll have bought a new computer.
I am looking to upgrade my processor. This is something I've been looking at.
Yeah, you are. Upgrade.
Gotta
Upgrade your processor.
Friday the 13th, Jim.
Great franchise.
Great franchise. As a matter of fact, the above your webcam it says Jim Snedeker. That's the Friday the 13th font. Installed it. I said Jim needs Friday the 13th font, so I hooked him up. Here's a trivia question for you.
Hold on. I don't know. See, now we have a video podcast. So this I got for Christmas from one of my dear friends, Pat. And it looks very much like the Nintendo game, right? But it's got the brand, it doesn't say Nintendo right here. But when you open it up, it has the Jason painted from the NES game. And I think the batteries are dead. It used to sing. It used to play.
I'm Jason.
It used to play them. It used to play the music from the video game. So yes, I am a Friday the 13th fan.
Was that the head? Is that
Yes,
the mama head?
yes. It comes with the accessories are an axe right here, and Jason's mom's head right there.
Nice.
And the background is like the cabin in the game when you're going through all the rooms.
And suddenly he's just there.
And he's just there. Oh, and look, here's one of the features. I don't know if you can read that on the cam. Hideous face is what that says. And it's the part 3 face that scares everyone.
Oh, nice.
So yes, Friday the 13th, love it. Love the franchise. I have a hockey mask hanging on my wall. We've had hour-and-a-half long podcasts just about this series. So hit me, Friday the 13th. What about it? Let me back up. Let me try and move back. Let me get this light straight. There we go.
Friday the 13th, first film, takes place at a camp, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
In real life, that's a camp. They filmed at a real camp. That's not a set, obviously. Do you know the name of that real camp?
I don't remember it, not off the top of my head, but I think I know where this is going, and I like it.
Well, the name of the camp, it's unfortunate. It's
Anawana.
I wish it's Camp No Bibisco.
No Bibisco.
Not fantastic.
How many Bibiscos? No Bibisco.
But it's a real life thing, and obviously because of the franchise, it's this it's a hit location. People will go there and stuff, and they've decided to make money off of it because. Of course you would.
Why not?
So they've been doing these tours. Come on over. We have set times and everything, and 9 to 1. Spend 3-4 hours here, $135. And people will do it. If I had money like that, I'd definitely take a little tour. Snap some pics. That'd be a fun time. But they're really taking it to the next level because they have the VIP experience now.
What is the VIP experience, please?
From 3 p.m. to 11 a.m. You can get the VIP experience. You can spend the night at Camp Crystal Lake.
Here's what they're missing.
Uh-oh.
My wife and I had an idea years ago for like a camp. But it's like, one of those dinner murder mysteries or like a, what do they call those? Safe words? What are those rooms? Panic room?
Panic rooms.
Breakout
rooms.
room. What do they call those things? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Where you got to solve it and get out. What do they call those? Dungeons? BDSM?
Somebody in chat. Somebody help us out in chat. I've done one of these. I have a shirt that says I've done one of these successfully, and
Yeah, I don't remember what they're called. But like one of those, you spend the night, but Jason's there on the prowl at night. You don't know where he is. You don't know what cabin he's coming into. He starts whacking counselors.
Yeah, the thing about those little panic rooms, escape rooms.
Escape room.
They're literally a room.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna have Jason in the corner like, guys got 20 minutes?
No.
Fuck you up.
You don't do it like an escape room per se. But
Gimp room. Dave.
GIMP, yeah, bring out the GIMP. But you set it up like you're spending the night at a haunted house type of thing. You don't just like, hey, you're going to stay at the camp where they filmed the movie and we'll give you eggs in the morning and then you can leave. No, you want Jason there. You want to have to go on like a scavenger hunt and you find his shack in the woods and his mom's head is there. Then that's what I thought this was. And I was already booking the vacation time. I was like, when are we free in the summer? I'm going to this. And then I just read it and was like, you can stay at the place they did the thing at.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course I can. Why wouldn't I be able to?
I don't know. I thought it was cool.
No, it is cool, but isn't my thing cooler?
Now here's the thing: it includes dinner and breakfast. If they don't have those goddamn Jason burgers, I will
cocksucker motherfucker.
I will lose my mind. Yeah, this is old news.
It's old.
It actually takes place next month because there's a Friday the 13th, so April 13th they're doing it. And it's already sold out. They had so many people interested. They had to do a lottery, which I wouldn't have done a lottery. I just would have kept raising the price until people kept bowing out.
Lottery.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, make that money. So that's cool. I'm sure.
Pre-orders.
Oh, people are gonna be fucking. They're gonna be like, I fucked at Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh, you know they are. I'd be too scared to. Like that's when it all goes wrong. Look at Kevin Bacon's neck.
Yeah.
Imagine you're sleeping, and they don't tell you it's like they're like, yeah, you just come and you just eat. Maybe it is that, and it's just a surprise. You're sleeping and you just hear, help me. Oh God.
They have to do that. I'm going to read the fucking feedback. I'm going to go to Yelp about Camp No Bisco and see what people had to say about this event, this VIP experience. Yeah, just give them that Blair Witch, put a speaker somewhere with some screams.
Mm-hmm.
Just at 2 a.m, just walk loudly around the fucking cabins, just do some shit and go back to bed. Just go back to bed, get your payday, and that's it.
Yeah.
Scare them just a little bit.
Throw some fake blood on the window when they're walking by.
Yeah, fake blood.
Yeah. Not a real cat's head.
If you want to be not a real snake that they chopped about. They
so young.
Shit out of that snake.
Kill counselor.
Golden Lovers here in the show notes.
I don't know what that means.
Jim, tell me about the Golden Lovers.
What does that mean?
You tell me what it means. Make something up. What do you think Golden Lovers is?
Golden Lovers.
Tell me what it is.
Golden Lovers is a story about a man and a woman. They met in grade school in 1943, right before WW2 wrapped up. And now they're in their 80s and 90s, and they've rekindled their friendship, and they think there's more than a friendship there. They're in love in the golden years. Golden Lovers. Pretty close?
A little close. It's the tag team of Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi.
So I'm not really close at all.
So close.
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
This is when John Helgoth turns off the show.
Later. It's a cool thing they're doing in New Japan right now because there's the Bullet Club and there's tension within it, and Kenny Omega is the leader.
IRL?
He's focusing on and he's focusing on his singles career, and they're like, "Oh, why are you focusing on your singles career?" And so there's tension and blah, wrestling happens, and he's tagging with Kota Ibushi, who they used to tag team in a DDT promotion. So it's kind of coming to a head here with the Golden Lovers reunited against the Young Bucks, who are in the Bullet Club. So we got the Bullet Club guys kind of going head to head here. And long story short, it's a very fun tag team. They're the best wrestlers possibly in the world. And they faced the Young Bucks at this very good show the other night. But there's a spot, and it's what I want to talk about. I have a GIF here. I'm going to put a GIF down right now of a suplex, and I want you to tell me if you find anything interesting about this double suplex from the top rope that took place, because it looks a little dicey here.
All right, I'm waiting. You're gifting me. It's coming. Okay. Oh, whoa. We got a little sway action going on there. A little timber.
Yeah, a little whoopsie doodle. Yeah, gets him up for the double suplex. It looks like they lose him a little bit, and he's gonna go straight down onto that post or to the outside of the ring. But Kota Ibushi, ever the presence of mind to just put that foot there, get that balance back.
They just muscle up on that one.
They do muscle up.
They just have to yoke him up there. Because he's leaning. He's like,
yeah.
For those of you that didn't look at the GIF live on Facebook Live, he starts teetering to the side there. It looks like it's going to end in a disaster. And they just sort of hoss him up there and pull it off. Pretty impressive.
I just love watching New Japan because they're just the greatest. And even what could be a catastrophe, they're like, nah, it's fine. Everything's fine here. It's just...
We make it work.
It's so good.
We don't have dog matches where the dogs don't bite you. We make things work here. Get him, boss man.
You ate my dog. that was
Golden Lovers. I like mine better. Honestly,
you like yours better?
My Golden Lovers. Golden Lovers. Coming out this summer.
Yeah, Jim's telling stories now. Jim's making Lift movies and shit.
I don't even know what that voice. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just sort of flowing. It's flowing. It's like this is right. This feels right.
Yeah, a couple episodes ago we talked about a potential Lift scam, and we were like, "Yeah, that could be a movie." And Jim's like, "Take that episode down.
Yeah, put it in the vault. Put it in the vault. Get it to the lawyers now.
I'm doing it now.
Get it to legal."
So, and every day I'll get a text from Jim where he's just got a new element to the story.
Give you a little tidbit.
Like, sounds good. That's good. I love it. It's great. So let me get rid of that suplex. What you got? You got anything you want to get in the program, Jim?
I'm gonna just be writing a ton of songs too. Not just songs for me, just like, hey, that type of thing's popular on the radio. I'm going to write something that sounds just like that. Just hammer those out. Like, I don't care.
Sell your soul, baby.
Yeah, we'll get some money. We'll get paid. Get that sit-at-home money, where like, I don't even got to go play. It just was in a Target commercial. And just get some checks.
Yeah, it's all about...
They're all ripping each other off. Every song now, you've got the 4 on the floor beat, and then claps, and then a hey in the background, and a yeah or a whoo. It's all going on in there, and then like some acoustic guitar, and everyone sounds British, and I think only one of them is. You just go that route.
Man, I thought you were taking not shots, but I thought you were talking about Bruno Mars.
No,
but
you
said British, and I don't know who that's a reference to. Kesha. No.
No. She's from Tennessee.
Sia's foreign.
Is she? I don't think she is.
She ain't from here.
Not my hashtag, not my America.
I'll tell you that.
Not my America. I'll tell you what.
Sia.
Things are getting a little dicey for the Prez, huh? You got porn stars going on CNN, doing interviews, and
I'm surprised
everyone's quitting and cutting their own necks and dying.
And it's funny because he's gone quiet on Twitter, which is weird. I would like this is the one time I'd expect him to be like, "That's right, I fucked all these fuckers."
But back when they were hotter, when they were 10s, now they're not even at 7.
Belladonna fucked her. That's right. Just hell yeah. But he won't say a goddamn thing.
Mm-mm. Radio
this is the time to do it, stupid. Stupid. Lexi Bell, I put her in a suitcase, and I fucked the suitcase. Yeah.
What?
Because she's small. I'm just trying to think of porn stars I could name. Jana Michaels, I punched her titties like a speed bag, and then I fucked her.
It hurt my hand. It hurt my hand, but it's because I punched them so hard initially. Because I'm so powerful, and I'm in tremendous shape. I have tremendous punching power.
My favorite thing is when he gets on Air Force One, and he has to climb those steps, and the fucking wind is just sending his hair just...
Blows his hair all around?
he doesn't even like put a hand. He doesn't wear a hat. He doesn't thought this through yet. It's just like we can all see that nest. Cover up.
There's a gif of him with a bald eagle perched on his arm, and his hair starts like going crazy, and this like handler guy just like runs up and like catches it, like tames his hair real quick.
Oh yeah, I thought he was just petting him.
No,
I didn't
you
know.
could
I
see
didn't
his
know he
hair
was
start
fixing.
to like go off, and the guy's like, "No, we can't let the world see this."
It's going rogue.
It's like Kim Jong-il when they said he didn't used to pee or poop. It was on the North Koreans' like national website. The great divine leader does not defecate or urinate. His waste just leaves. It's just through the air.
It's what we breathe. We eat. We breathe his shit. Yeah, President's having a hard time, but you know, he'll turn it around.
Yeah, it can only get better,
knows?
right? It's
Yeah.
only going to get better from here.
I was just like, did you even hear of Stormy Daniels before this? He's like, he slept with a porn star, and I was like,
Not really.
who? I know of most of them. And then they said Stormy Daniels. What?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, I had to Google it.
No thanks.
I had to Google it.
She's making bank though. She's suing his fucking lawyer now. She's just like, who's got money? You? You're done.
There was a Yahoo News article, and so it was, I don't know the real news site it was from because Yahoo News just like curates the internet. But this guy had her come do like stripping at his strip club, which is a common thing. These adult film stars will like do tours and go to strip clubs and get paid a bunch of money to strip.
Yeah.
He's like,
it's
I'm just making money hand over fist now. It's crazy. We sell out. She's on the Trump tour.
It's like when wrestlers, like they'll do the autograph thing the day before the show and they make some money. That seems what the porn stars do. They're like, yeah, I'll strip at your club. I'm not getting double dicked. Yeah, fine. Give me the bowl.
Right. Sounds like an easy day at the
Easy-
office to
yeah,
me.
Easy money. Yeah, it's great shit.
So he said like, oh yeah, I'll have her back again. And he put, it was some, I forgot what he had written on the billboard, but it was entertaining, and it had like some jab at Trump without being so overt that he could get sued. Good for him.
A lot of storm puns.
Good for him. Good
There's
for
a
her.
storm coming.
Make that money. Get that money. She's going to get so much money. She could retire. She could just do interviews for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
She could take a break. Give them holes a rest.
Yeah. Take a break.
I don't like all the the negativity toward her from people that are sort of anti-Trump, but they're like, well, what is she? She's just a whore. She's just a fucking whore. Like, that's her job. You know, why do you got to be so mean to sex people? I don't like that.
Yeah. Leave grandma alone.
Right?
She old. She seems older.
She's not that old, but
Like I said, I don't even know who
Yeah,
it is.
I
Like
had to
Jenna
Google it.
Jameson, like that I would definitely have believed. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck Jenna Jameson. It's just like, yeah.
makes sense that he couldn't
Yeah.
pull a Jenna Jameson though. That he had to pull. He only can only pull people we have to Google search for.
Yeah, from the indies. Jim, I saw the Tomb Raider film in theaters.
Ooh, it's out.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it's out because I looked at showtimes and there was one for 7 and one for like 10, and I was like, oh, it's nearing the end of the run already. Then I found out it just came out.
That's not good then, is it?
No, but I think that was an anomaly there.
So, I haven't seen Black Panther yet because
Oh, that's
my
right.
son keeps saying he wants to go see it, right? That we were going to go see it on Sunday, and he said, you guys can go without me. Well, we can't now. You're home with us. We could have gone like 4 different times. He's like, yeah, you can go without me. I don't got to see it. Oh! So you actually went to the theater to see a movie.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the movie pass, and I haven't been using it as much lately.
Have you seen the Angelina Jolie one?
Yes.
I have not.
Yeah, and they tried to get away from that because they're modeling her after the new video game character from a couple of years back.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting away from the big boobs bombshell thing, and they're going with the slim athletic build, which is fine. But with that said, like, my issue is with this actress, because she fits that mold perfectly, slim, athletic, all that stuff.
Looks like the new character in the game.
Yeah, strong, all that stuff. But her scream is that of a 7-year-old girl. And it's every time she jumps or falls or gets punched, and it's
not just like a horror scream, like just like a exerting herself scream.
Yeah, it's like you sound like a toddler getting kicked across the room, and it doesn't match what they're trying to do. Like, strong, brave, all this stuff, but then you sound like a child getting slapped by a drunken father. And the whole movie, and I could see it coming, because she's about to take a punch, or she's going to jump across a ledge, and I'm like, here comes that fucking scream. Like, fuck. It just doesn't.
Did she scream like that in the new game?
Like Brock. They put that in the game. Put that in the game every time you fucking jump off a cliff.
I don't wanna.
But yeah, overall, the movie was okay. I mean, it was a little generic. It didn't have a lot of Tomb rating, which was disappointing. Like, the first 20 minutes, she's like a bike messenger and shit, and she's bad at kickboxing. And is
that in the new game?
I don't know. And they're trying to build her up, as this, athletic girl.
Woman.
Yeah,
woman.
She's a woman. And they're doing their best to show, not tell, which I appreciate. But then they just flat out say, like, oh, you don't have to work. You're rich. You have an inheritance. And I was like, well, you did a lot of work for nothing in those last 15 minutes. Because they're trying to show this, they're trying to show that. And then this broad in this boardroom just fucking outright says, you're rich as fuck. And I was like, well.
Did she not know?
That was fun. No, she knew. She has to sign a thing that says, your father's been gone for so long, he's dead. I'm now in charge of the estate. But she doesn't want to sign it because she believes he's alive, Jim. He's alive.
Sounds
Spoilers,
like some
he's alive.
Green Arrow shit.
And he's alive. And there's this whole daddy issue thing with the film. And if that's not handled well, because there's, like I just said, he's alive. He's alive. I'm going to go to this mysterious island because that's where he went. And he's alive. God damn it. I know it. And the way they handle it is, like, she just, like, sees him on the island. He's just like this shadowy figure, like bearded. And he's like, ooh. And he goes,
Wilson!
Who? And he goes off to this cave, and she's like, well, I'll just follow him to the cave. And sure enough, it's him. Like, it was the worst payoff to that they could have possibly done. It was so, like, it was just like, hey, Dad.
You were here,
whoa.
weren't you?
Yeah, it was very bad. And one thing they did, and I've been seeing this more and more, because setup payoff is the most simple thing you can do. But that doesn't mean it's good. Just because you have setup payoff doesn't mean you still have to, it has to be good.
Gobbledygooker, that was a payoff.
They kept showing these flashbacks when she was a little girl, and the father would go, Laura, I love you. And he would go, like, blow her little finger kiss.
Oh, God.
And so they do that a couple times, and then, of course, at the end, he's like, Laura. And I'm just like, just because you're doing a payoff to something you set up earlier doesn't make it good. It's a very forgettable movie. I like the twist they did with the monster. Walton Goggins is in it. I'd never said his name out loud before. That's fucking silly as shit.
Why does that name sound familiar?
He's in Justified. He's in the Shield show from like 2001. Not The Shield. He's a very good actor. He's a good character actor. Steals the show in this.
This is not the movie that brings video game movies into the light.
No, this is the movie that should have came with the Tomb Raider game disc. Like, also included, there's a fucking short film. Walton Goggins is in it. There's some Tomb Raider. Here's what bugged me a little bit. when they did do tomb raiding stuff, she would just be like, "Oh, I know how to deal with this," and she would go and she would move a wheel and she would flip a switch, and we would see her do some stuff, and then the door would open, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck she just did, but it worked.
Or why she knows how to do that. She just.
I need to know why. Well, they said why, because she did puzzle boxes as a child. Ooh, yeah. And it's just like I don't know why she did that or what just happened, but the door's open now. Some of the puzzles they did, she's like, oh, it's a color puzzle. I have to do the colors to make it green, the color of life. So sometimes they explained it and they showed her using her brains, but half the time they didn't. She was just like, I know what to do. I've done it.
You know what to do.
So that was a bit of an issue.
Well, I'm glad I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you don't need to see it. It'll be on Netflix or Amazon Prime in a couple months, and don't add it to your queue.
We talk about this a lot, Dale. What is the movie? When do we forget about the Avengers? Forget about that. Forget about Dark Knight. When do we get the Blade of video game movies, where it's like, hey, maybe there's something here?
Here's what it should be. But they always say no. It needs to be one of these games that's already a movie. Uncharted, The Last of Us, one of the Far Cry's. They kind of play like movies.
Half-Life.
But every time they talk to these guys, like, "Hey, want to do a movie?" They're like, "We already did it. It's called Half-Life.
We already did Half-Life 2. It's the game. You play it."
So they just won't do it. But I think that would be the easiest transition to showing
Halo. Oh God, when Halo, there was a moment, there was a several year span where, man, Peter Jackson was going to produce. That movie could have been a smash because he already got it's basically ripping off movies from our childhood already. Aliens and Predator and things like that are already in the story of the game. You're just make a movie that's like that. But everyone wants to get all complicated with it. Like, well, should it be Half-Life 3? Should be a sequel? That'll be a movie? Sequel to Half-Life 2? Like, no, just do the thing. Do the thing.
Do the thing.
God.
We're still waiting.
We're still waiting. I'm getting impatient.
I don't think it's going to be a classic game. Like a Mario Brothers or anything like that.
Rampage.
Next week, next month, it's coming. It's coming. Well, that's going to be action schlock silliness. That might actually make more money than you think.
No, I'm not talking about making money. I'm just talking about there's potential here. This could
be a start.
That's true.
They'll just start turning these movies into action blockbusters.
They tried to make us believe Assassin's Creed was going to be that movie.
Yeah.
They were sort of like, hey, real actors, this is a thing. It's a real serious thing here.
Yeah, and that was one where they should have made it an action movie, and they're like, no, we're going to focus the internal struggle, and we're going to keep it compact and in here. And it's like, no, go out there, do the stunts, do the blades, hit. Do the history stuff, and they're like, no, we're gonna keep it all in this. Didn't work. And they said that afterwards. They were like, yeah, we could have done some things different.
I think money wise, I want to say Mortal Kombat probably made some money. First one.
Mortal Kombat, it's a good adaptation.
It wasn't bad.
It's a fighting game, fighting movie.
When you look at the differences between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat movie wise, Mortal Kombat is pretty much the plot of the game. Pretty much the setting of the game.
Yeah.
It's like a campy movie. It's not like the best movie, right? But it's pretty close to what the game is. Whereas Street Fighter, they shit the bed with all of that.
They had the characters and they made a little war movie out of it.
Yeah, they made Guile the main character and made him not American. Ryu and Ken were just like, hey, we're over here, guys. The guys you always pick were the main guys. We're back there. It was terrible, but Mortal Kombat was like the essence of the game. There's these fighters, and they have to go in this portal, and there's a tournament. Like it was pretty close.
Yeah, well, I think mostly because they got the tone right. Like the music was always kind of spooky, and there's underground layers
Until it was
Mortal
Kombat.
Yeah, it was always kind of dark, so it felt like Mortal Kombat.
The look was pretty cool for '95. The look was cool.
Yeah,
for
Street
95.
Fighter.
No, Street Fighter was
95,
terrible.
Even Goro.
But like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they looked really cool. But they didn't. I want to say neither one of them talked in the movie. And that was sort of weird. Like their whole story wasn't really a story. It was kind of bizarre.
Yeah, they just fought in the forest.
Yeah,
I think.
Which is fine, but they kind of, that was like the one thing they dropped the ball on. Everyone else's stories kind of made sense.
See, I think that's the problem. Is in all these movies, especially like that, the focus is going to be on the faces.
Right.
But who do we want? We want to see those heels. Those heels are cool as fuck.
Right.
So we're only going to see them pop up when they need to interfere with the face's journey. When it maybe mix them up, do half and half.
Reptile was like a little reptile though. That was a problem. He was like he's gone
Yoshi.
from Tekken 3. Yeah, he was like Yoshi from the Mario Brothers movie.
He's a little Yoshi. He had some Yoshi to him. Oh man. So, yeah. Movies are coming out. Ready Player One, Avengers, Infinity War. Looks like Ron Perlman.
How about this? Let's do a pitch it. No, let's do a pitch it real quick.
Yes.
We have a really good computer technology now, right? We can do some pretty crafty stuff with making people look young again and whatnot. Here's where it brings us out of the darkness. We'll get a nostalgia video game movie. Pitch me NBA Jam, the movie.
See, I think you could do it because all you do is you take the framework of one of these dance movies, like a Step Up, but instead of dancing, it's basketball. Now it's going to be harder because it's famous NBA players. Now you can do it recently retired players, or you know what? You Space Jam it.
Yes,
Space Jam it.
You're thinking like I'm thinking. These aging NBA. You take the original 92 NBA Jam, 92, 93. You take those players, your Dan Marleys and your Charles Barkley and your Alonzo Mournings. Well, I don't know how. The ones that would be funny. Take your Shaqs, and they get like sucked into some portal where they have to play basketball to the death and 2-on-2, not to the death. You know what I mean? You make it campy. You make it like Space Jam. You make it like Mortal Kombat of 2-on-2 basketball. Like, how did we all get here? We're all young again and we can play? Yes, you can play. And you will play each other in the tournament.
So it's Space Jam meets Escape from L.A. basketball scene.
Meets the beginning of Ant-Man when they make Michael Douglas look young.
But yes. That would be pretty cool.
It'd be entertaining.
And I think because you can do a lot of like marketing and say, oh, we had all this fun with CGI and hot spots and making them fly from
He's
half
on
court.
fire.
But then you say, there's more real non-CGI in this than you'd think. Like this guy actually did this dunk from this spot here, this spot there. And then people are watching the movie and they're thinking, was that one CGI or was that the one they were talking about? That's legit. And you can have fun. You can have fun with it. But you need, like, how does it end though? Like, is it just like a tournament? Do they face like an evil, like a doppelganger team? Like how does Space Jam, or not Space Jam, NBA Jam?
They have to face new NBA players.
Oh,
and in this alternate reality, we can find out finally who wins between these new superstars and the old superstars. The NBA just cashes in on this movie. Come on.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's in the name, NBA.
Boom shakalaka.
You get your Steph Curry. You get your that one big guy that's always kicking people in the dick. He could be one of the. Yeah, like that. I think that works. I think that
NBA
works.
Jam, the movie. And then
There's
you're
the-
ready for 2 years later, NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
I think you get Derrick Rose in there,
Ooh.
and and he does it like they're like, I don't know if he's got it in him, and he does it. He does a hot spot dunk from like the 3-point line. And he slams it, and then he lands. And
His leg
knees
falls
just
off.
He's like, "Did we win? Did we win?" They're like, "No, it's halftime, bud. You got to get off the court." Sorry, Derek.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, NBA Jam.
The movie.
I'm surprised because these are, billion-dollar enterprises. I don't know why they don't dabble in that. Because some of these athletes, they go into movies, they'll cameo here. LeBron's done it a shit ton of times in these comedies. Hey, just make a basketball movie, make a football movie.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it with wrestling. It's like just make use these goofy characters you've created, and make a movie out of that mythology and lore. Just fucking do it. Do it cheap, make some money. They
started to slip into a little Trump there.
Do it cheap.
I'll tell you,
Make it money. It'll be great. It'll be the
I
best.
fucked Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35.
She's a 4.
Her hands were too low. I just went right in.
Yeah. You're terrible. You are horrendous.
Thank you.
Yeah, so NBA Jam, the movie.
NBA Jam.
It's coming.
I'd watch it.
We're going to do it. Get it in front of the right executive.
Yes. Give him the right candy, and you got yourself a movie.
Charles
Definitely.
Barkley and Bill Laimbeer were in Hot Shots.
You see, I wouldn't want anybody that was in Space Jam.
Mm.
I don't want people thinking Space Jam in any way, even though it's very close to Space Jam.
Yeah, who's your draw then? Karl Malone? Was he in Space Jam? I don't remember.
No. What the fuck is this makeup that Ronda Rousey has on?
Oh, I guess we got to go, guys.
She's got
Dale's
red,
gonna lose
like,
it.
She's got like red eyeliner. Oh my god! Did she get beat the fuck up? What is this? This is a March 26th Raw. Like, I know that the Raw makeup people just get that makeup gun and they go crazy with these women who are beautiful as is, but they really whore them up. It's kind of gross. And we've seen Ronda Rousey for years and years and years. So seeing WWE Ronda Rousey is fucking disgusting.
Is it terrifying?
What is this? She looks, I don't know, man. She looks like she's going to be an ICP or something. She's like, I need the black, but instead of the black, I want red. ICP is coming to Joliet in 2 weeks. See you guys there.
Ooh,
That's my plug.
At the Forge?
The Forge.
I played there many times.
Froggy Fresh is going to be there Wednesday. Might see you there. I'm going to play that. I'm going to see how that one goes live.
At the Forge.
At the Forge. I hear it's a shitty venue, but we'll see. Jim, what do you think of the Forge?
It's not the worst. It's not the worst. When I was playing there, it was called Mojo's. And before that,
shit.
it was called The Venue. What venue? No, that's what it's called. It's not bad. It's sort of a weird stage. It's kind of it's smaller than it looks from the audience's perspective. There's not a lot of room up there. But it's not the worst. They got a balcony, like VIP area. Maybe they did when I was still going there. It's not horrible.
I mean, $15 general admission. That's fine for me.
Yeah, it's
Get a
all
couple
general
drinks.
admission. I don't know if there's
Wow.
extra money to get upstairs VIP where they have the couches that are covered in jizz.
Oh yeah.
But,
get it.
Yeah, down on the floor, there's really nowhere to sit.
Stormy Daniels on a couch. What the fuck is this makeup? All
They
right,
really don't
any
have
plugs?
food.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Because when I drink, I like to.
But you know what's right down the street is what is it called? It's a chicken place, and it's so good.
Popeyes.
No, it's right down the street. I can't remember the name of it, but it's so good. It's a chicken place. It's so good. I haven't been there in so long though, and it's not a chain, so I can't remember the name of it. But it's right there. If you go in and you say, "Where's that chicken place?" they'll say it's right down there, and it's so good. Got to get the chicken chunks.
Chicken chunks.
Yeah, they take like
You mean nuggets?
no. They're much more substantial than nuggets. They take like chunks of white meat and fry it, but they're big and they're crispy and delicious.
Like
And
half tenders?
you get it with dirty rice, and it's so good. Oh God, I might go just for the chicken
Cool. So that's what I'm doing this week.
and stay for the John Cena watch on my wrist.
I'm going to see some interesting music in Joliet. Any plugs for you?
No, just get ready for these beats to be dropping.
Yeah, let's do it.
Taking over the pop game. I'm taking it
I can
over.
help
I
you-
need that money.
I can help you with the claps.
Yeah, you need to do the claps. Look, these basketball shoes are expensive, okay? I need some more income coming in here.
I'm so good. Hey. Woo. All right, that's going to do it. This was episode 12. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'm the Tomb Raider lady.
I'm Ronda Rousey's red eye.